Lock me in.
84.
The hardest choices require
Track pants and polos, driver coat shit. Even my friends know. Diamond cut show. Who this nigga in the room? Nigga be rolling up a doobie. Track pants and polos, driver coat shit. Even my friends know.
You're now live in the mix with DJ Cool Kid. Turn Up Radio.
the hardest choices require the strongest.
Track pants and polos, driver coat shit. Even my friends know. Diamond cut show. Who this nigga in the room? Nigga be rolling up a doobie. Track pants and polos, driver coat shit.
YouTube was poppin'. We in the building. Welcome back. It's Thursday, baby. Turn Up Radio. Let's go.
Dope fiend knobs, bust down broads. Niggas pillow talk, that's how most things start. Niggas play the fence, let pussy control their heart. When things fall apart, people show you who they are. Friends turn to enemies, relationship is scarred. Respect is a line that eventually get crossed. Fake Tony Danza, niggas never been a boss. Head out the stairs and let the shotty pick him off. Better run, Ricky.
Thursday was good.
They gon' miss you when you gone. They gon' cry for a minute, but eventually move on. I'm cut from a different cloth, the leather butter soft. The scorpion and frog story always piss me off. It's true shit. It be the ones that you put on though. Top shelf imitation niggas be the genre. I'm old school downtown club tapes and pornos. Dr. J's ball fade, baggy jeans and Timbo. Track pants and polos. Even my friends know. Who this nigga in the room? Nigga be rolling up a doobie. Track pants and polo, driver coat shit. Even my friends know. Diamond cut show. Who this nigga in the room? Nigga be rolling up a doobie.
Gang, gang.
Snap mania.
Gang, gang. Gang, gang.
Snap mania.
Gang, gang. Gang. Gang, gang.
Snap mania.
Gang, gang, gang.
Clap check.
Gang, gang.
Wood. And. Okay. TMA. True. Hey, I'm Shuddy, the Natty's young. We can still make it happen. Fine wine, Moscato roll, slow when you're sipping. Roll up this fruit bowl, I call it strawberry lemon.
How you doing? How y'all doing? It's Thursday, and we are back in the building. Thursday on Turn Up Radio. Why not? We call this a starting lineup. So before we start the show, you know what we do around here, right? And listen, man, we got some guests in the building. It's going to be real crazy today. So tell a friend how we do it around here. First and foremost, shout out to my entire team. Boss Lady T, she's here. I don't know what type of mode she's in today, but we going to run out. You understand? And then we got Mr. Invisible back there, a.k.a. T-Shirt Lounge, a.k.a. Chris, a.k.a. CD Call, whoever he is, whatever day it is, all right? T-Shirt Lounge was popping. You good? And last but not least, all right, Mr. Sterling, is you good? You ready to start the show? Boom! More fire, Mr. Sterling. More fire tonight. All right. You want to tell me how the show was at the end of the night, right? All right. What's good, y'all? So, man, we got family in the building. As a matter of fact, which one are we on?
We on that one right there.
You want to hang your mic? Okay.
The one that's hanging?
Yeah.
What up?
Let me make sure you see this blue light on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That blue light on?
The mic is live. The mic is hot. That's that blue flame.
Everything is
So
crystal
why don't
clear.
we just go around the room?
Yeah, let's
Let's
introduce.
start-
Who's in
let's
the
start,
building?
right to left.
Okay.
Boom. So you can just tell the people who you are.
Yeah,
That's the
why-
camera.
why you gotta put it on me?
Go first. You
Yeah,
already
yeah.
live, and don't make me
Why you
act
gotta-
up on camera.
He said, boom.
In case you ain't know,
You don't gotta get
this
that
is
mic
Boss
so it
Lady.
picks up.
You're gonna meet Boss Lady
This is Rara
today.
from the Bronx, and I'm checking in.
What's good?
Oh, goodness.
What's your name?
Oh, nothing to do with this right
Let me
You
get
went
this
here,
right.
so you got
Let
something
me,
to
let
do
me
with
get this
everything.
right before we pause. Let me get this right. You on my camera? You don't want to talk? I don't even believe you. Don't even believe that. So just tell the people who you are, where you from. Thank you. I appreciate it. You never know. You can have a fan
That's
out
it.
Thank you. Right? Dang. God, please allow me. You know what I'm saying? But going to the good people.
there. Sure.
Welcome.
Yo.
Let's make
Okay.
sure
So and see. Okay. So tell the people. Somebody be a star already. If I have to get up
Ladies,
there
turn
and
up
be a
radio,
star.
man. Welcome to Star Lineup Thursdays.
That's right. That's it.
Right.
Tell the people
Nah,
who
it's
you
your boy Freaky Kai, QIC representative.
Yes, sir. It's your man Lo, LO2Ws, QYC.
are. Okay,
Queens.
two W's. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Queens. Heard you. Bronx.
In Brooklyn. That's why she's
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
First of all,
That's how you act like that?
what you mean?
Why you
First
do
of
all
all,
that?
let me just pause real quick. First of all, I
Uh-huh.
was born in Brooklyn. Yes.
Okay.
Where did I live? I lived in Queens my whole life.
Okay,
And
what
I
part,
used to
what
be in
part you
Brooklyn.
from? What side you
Come
from?
on, South Side.
Okay.
I used to live off something. Come on,
Shit,
come on,
okay.
come on, come on, come on, come on now, come on.
134 got bro.
Oh God, we call that
Rocking the
cross the
building.
bridge. Cross the bridge.
It's over one bridge.
I don't care. We call that cross. See, that's my age group.
Yeah.
Y'all know that's cross the bridge. Anytime
Right.
you got to go across after you pass the little what they call it now. We used to call it the fish house. Crossed over to that's cross the bridge. Going that way. See what I mean? Cross the bridge. Bear with me.
Right away.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
We call that cross the bridge.
Got you.
Anyway.
What's up, man?
Oh, whatever. But back to my Brooklyn shit.
Mhm.
So, how are you guys? How you guys doing today? How was your commute here? Did you have trouble?
No, it's no trouble. We just grinding.
Yeah, we had trouble.
You
We out
had
here
trouble?
because we out here promoting my man Freaky Kai, EP. I've been this way, and we taking it back to the
Now.
old school and
Absolutely.
putting flyers up and all that.
Flyers, I like that. So,
So
you
I
doing?
almost got locked up for vandalism.
Oh, you doing the litter campaign?
Listen,
Yeah.
No, but
But
you know
that's the
what?
grind though.
They don't understand that is the most effective, and that is a part that's missing. In this,
Nah, that's a fact.
it's a part of the
Yeah, because
element that
everybody's
makes
on
you know
social
that,
media.
that type of grind.
You gotta take it to
Well, they done
the
took
whole
away your likes now. So what you gonna do?
Shit. I don't do it for the likes, though. I do it for the culture.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
It's a fact, though.
I usually ask pretty much the same questions. We gonna go around the room with it. You better answer. Why you rapping? Why?
Oh, I don't rap.
Okay, yeah, but why?
I've
Why?
been this way. Like, I've been rapping since I was young. I've been rapping since I was like 4 or 5 years old. So that's just something that was growing me.
Okay.
I mean, that's really my same situation. We both come from the whole hip hop. I mean, both our fathers was in the game, so
Facts.
Mhm.
it's just in us.
Okay.
I'm rapping. I like rapping. I just started doing it, but I like it though. It's
You
cool.
like it? Okay, so what's the first song you heard that made you think like okay, so clearly your parents are legendary, and that's great for your parents because just because your parents are legendary, I mean, okay, you know what I mean. I think a lot of times, children of stars have it harder than anybody else because they expect you to either be just like your parent or expect you, or they think you get it easier just because your parents are successful. So, what was it? Seeing your parents do it, or was it just being around the culture that made you feel like I want to do it too?
It was just being around it. For me, it was just being around it. 'Cause I watched my pops go from the bottom to the top. You feel me? So I watched him from the ground up, doing some of the same shit that he was doing before he got on. You know, so I feel the grind. The grind is instilled in me. So I love the process. I love going through the process. So it's kind of different. Like, and in fact, like for those who don't know, my pops is Freaky Top from the Lost Boys.
Nice.
You feel me? So
But now I want to start.
so with that being said, though, and unlike, you feel me, a lot of the celebrity kids that's in the industry who try to follow their parents' footsteps or who walk in their parents' light. You feel me? I ain't had no guidance from my pops.
Right.
I ain't had to change for my pops to give me. So all of this I'm learning the hard way. I'm finding things out trial and error. I'm doing this on the grind. You know, so it's a gift and a curse in the same way. So I guess my approach on the game is going to be a little bit different for that reason. You know, I ain't have no coach. You know, I was coached through the music.
Right. You know, you look just like your father. I'm sorry. I know you probably hear that like, I don't know. You know, I look like my father too, but you know, I like mine. But I'm just, you know what I mean. But you don't sound like him, so that's okay. I mean, like I think you forging your own path. That's excellent. That's excellent. That's excellent. Okay, so you just started doing this now, right? So why? What happened? Like, what happened when you just was like, you know what? I want to be a rapper. What happened? Like, it got to be a story. It has to be like.
I was locked up.
You have nothing else to do.
So I just started writing.
Okay, that'll do it.
So I started repeating my songs. I was like how I was hearing it, and I just kept going. Just kept writing songs.
You ever notice that out of the worst situations come the best things? Like think about it. Would you really have thought about being a rapper if you wasn't locked up? Like you could have been like, I'm still doing what I'm doing what I do. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, so what's your process? Like, do you hear a beat first and you write, or do you write and then go in the studio? Like, what's the process?
Just a vibe. Some songs is premeditated, but 90% of the time with me, I just go in the studio and whatever the vibes is, if the beat bring me into a certain aura, bring me into a certain vibe, I just go for that. A lot of the times I don't even write my music, so I just go in the booth and just go for vibe and just create off of that and let the words come to me.
Do you remember it after you?
That's kind of the hardest part.
Yeah,
because the ones that like I try to remember my raps. It's like it takes me a minute.
For me, it's kind of hard though, like to like I gotta really like I gotta hear the beat and I gotta really like it and I gotta really catch it. Like my first song I wrote was Big Bags. And I had to hear it, kept hearing it over and over, and then I wrote to it. I got it down pat, and then that's how it went.
With me, it really don't matter with me. I could really write without a beat, and I write a lot without a beat, and then I'll be in a stew. I'm like, just want to go to this one, so I put it to that. But then it's times where we in there, we just vibing, and I'm like, oh, nah, we write something to that, and it just come out just like that. So,
yeah, no. CD, why is it falling? I mean, I want to say, people who don't have money, my suggestion is don't go to the studio to write. Better have something together. Now, when you catch a vibe, that's something different. Like, oh, wait a minute. That's different. But if you going in there with the idea like, well, I'm gonna go in here and I'm here what they got,
I mean,
then I'll go.
It really depends
like
on the artist.
That could be a little costly for people who don't got it.
It depends on the artist, though. Like, right? You feel me? That, like you said,
because there's been times where I've been in the studio with him. Like he said, he freestyle. He go in there and do whatever comes to the top of his head. You know what I mean?
We going. But about it is like he's like even with that like because I'm not the only person that can do that, you know. And like even with that, there's been times I go in the studio and book studio for 5 hours and I made 3 songs in under an hour. You know, so it's just depending on how your process is. Something like, but I like sometimes I go in the studio and I work on one song for hours, you know, just to get it how I want it to go. You know,
How do you choose like the music? Like, do you have a producer? Do you?
I'm pretty much open to work with anybody. So I let the beat, like usually like I said, the beats speak for itself. The beats talk to you, and it may talk to everybody differently, but it'll bring certain, like, for me, certain instrumentation make you feel certain type of ways. Some music make you feel happy. Some music make you feel sad. Some music make you think about the past. Some make you think about relationships. So, with that, whatever that beat make me feel at that moment is how I approach the beat.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Have you ever gone into you know how you meet people like because you're a pretty young fellas and y'all meet people all the time who say I'm a rapper too, yo, we got to collab on something. You go in the studio and you be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you ever been in the studio with somebody you thought like this nigga's trash? I don't even want to be on this beat with them no more. Like, so what do you do? Do you go in there? Do you go murder the beat? Do you kill them on their
Yeah.
own track?
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, I'm being honest.
I got my skills, and that's where I come into. Whatever track I'm on, I'm going to deliver how I need to deliver.
Okay.
So if you spit some bubble gum,
right,
it's going to notice when it come behind whatever
right,
I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Me personally, I'm a little more different. I'm more particular with my music. You know,
Mm.
I like to make good music. Well, I feel like I bring certain things out of other artists when
Okay.
when I work together. You know, I like to push the envelope a little bit. I like to think a little bit out the box. So when
Would you tell an artist? Like, I'm sorry, cut you off. Would you tell an artist that you like? Yo, man.
nah,
like,
you gotta fix
boy.
that or do that. Like we
I tell
gonna
artists straight up like
critique it. You know what I'm
and
saying?
me
But
personally,
you gonna make mistakes when you rapping. Like,
nah.
Yeah, but what I'm
that
saying is like,
comes
but
with
if you on a beat, if you on a track with somebody and they trash, like you like, what? Okay, so the name of the song is Gray Sweatpants. Okay, so we saying Gray Sweatpants, we should be talking about something concerning. Whether you got something in your gray sweatpants, we talking about the gray sweatpants. I don't want to hear about the chain you bought uptown in the Bronx. Like, let's make it make sense. You understand what I'm saying? Do you say like? What are you talking about? Like how what he say?
if you official, you going.
Nah, that's a fact.
Okay.
You gotta be honest, like you said. Some people just want to like. There's a difference. It's different between artists and then niggas that just rap.
Okay.
Everybody raps today. Like,
Right, because you put two words together that sounded like it rhymes.
Everybody feel like they
Right.
that is rappers popping out the woodworks every time they blink.
And for you all, the worst part for you all is that you're in New York City, which is because New York is
But that's the thing. Like me, I've been rapping so long. Like I've been through so many different phases of a rapper. Like, I've been through that phase. Where it's like, yo, I gotta do everything that comes my way.
Right.
Then I've been through that phase where, everybody want to do a feature. Let me just start doing features. No, that didn't work.
Right. Right.
So I started protecting myself.
How do you protect yourself? Like, what do you say?
I just work on my own craft. Like, yo, bro, if I feel I need a feature, I know who I'm gonna call in. I know the artists. I got a bank of artists. I got a network of artists, whack artists, dope artists. But I have a network of artists where I know if I need reinforcements, I could call somebody to hop on the track. And then I got my right hand right here. Like, if it fails, I could call him, and he got a person to tuck all the time.
All right, so which leads me to my next question. If you could do a song with anybody, and I'm not just talking about your team, because you could do a song with your
rapper,
team.
R&B singer, anybody.
I don't care who it is. Who?
Right now.
Right now.
It's a few artists.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Chris Brown or Trey.
You better speak that, boys, because you already know they have crossover quality, and they still keep it. They still keep it.
Them or Kalani.
Oh, okay.
I'm going with the R&B side.
On the R&B side right now, I would do a track. I think I'd do a fire track with The Weeknd.
Oh, that's you gonna bring them.
Or Summer Walker. I think we'll pull up a good fire track. And on a rapper side, I think I'd do like Rowdy. What's his name? Rowdy Rich.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're the second person this week that
Yo,
said that,
and,
right?
Absolutely.
Actually, the third. Somebody else said something.
I would do something with J. Cole, definitely.
Because it's J. Cole.
Not just because it's J. Cole, but
you know what? But you know what? He's earned the right for me to say that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, when have you ever heard him just like trash? Like, not like you might have been like.
But
let me think about what you just said.
I say that my reason for saying that is because if I was a rapper with a caliber rapper like J. Cole, that mean I have to step my shit up.
Right.
There's certain things that I have to be able to compete
you gotta,
and way out.
Contend with who you work with, right?
But I feel like I can do that.
You can do that. Okay. All right. So, top 5. Who's your top 5? Oh, because this is his favorite question. Top 5. Wait a minute. Do I want to say top 5 alive? I gotta say alive.
All right, alive.
Yeah, because it's real easy to say they just 5. It's too easy. It's too easy.
Alive.
Top 5 alive.
That's it. Method Man. J. Cole. Top 5. Jadakiss. Jadakiss, definitely. I got 2 more to go. Damn, it's a tough one. All right, I'm gonna go with bars. I'm gonna go with my man Fab because he's staying relevant. He's staying relevant.
Is that why he's top 5? Because he's staying relevant?
No, not because he's staying relevant, but he's staying relevant.
Let me say something. Let me just say.
Lyrical
conversation.
Listen, I want to say
You're right, though.
no shade,
I feel you on
but
that.
I want to say something about Fab. Fab is dynamic in the sense that he will always give you a metaphor. He'll always give you a hook because that's who he is. I do think he's slightly underrated in the sense of, you know, bar for bar, because I just think he could go. But I really think that there are a lot of underrated rappers who you never hear people. I don't hear people say Fred the Godson. Why not? Why not? Why not? Like two people who I absolutely feel are underrated. Like, dude, who's spitting with them? Like, really? Like, come on.
When you say top 5 though.
Yeah, so top 5. So we saying top 5 successful?
No, but when you say top 5, yeah. When
Right,
you say top 5.
Top 5 successful, I guess.
No, it don't have to be successful. It don't have to be successful.
Okay.
But it's certain marks that you gotta make in the game for you to be. You feel me? You gotta. It's on top of just being. Oh, I can spit bar for bar. On top of being bar for bar, because you didn't say top 5.
Okay.
Bar for bar.
Okay.
If you want to say top 5,
Okay, so your top 5.
Hold on, let me explain it though. You gotta be specific.
I gotta be specific.
You feel me?
Oh wait, top 5 period. Top 5 period. Who do you say is the best according to you? And they don't have to be it don't have to be Jay-Z.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
I won't even put Jay-Z in
Because he ain't a rapper no more. He's a billionaire sitting over there. Don't get me wrong. His catalog is extensive. You can't fuck with it. On some that's real.
But I'm gonna keep my 5 on where I was at with it. I said Method Man, J. Cole, Jadakiss, Fab. And we're talking about Alive, right?
Yeah, I said Alive.
Damn. I'm gonna give it to a rookie. I'm gonna give a rookie right now that got bars. Yeah,
Wait, let me get my
man JID from Dreamville. Lyrically,
okay.
JID.
I don't know him.
Yeah.
I didn't know him.
Don't say little Yachty or
something. You say little anything.
And the reason I say JID is for that same reason, because we over here talking about bars. We talking about Son got bars.
Oh yes. Okay.
My top
5.
Though,
let's hear it.
My top 5. I'm gonna go with Jada.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely going with Banks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm going with Fifth. I love Fifth stories. Fifth going. I mean, I'm a storyteller myself.
Oh, yeah,
you know
Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah, that's it. You know, that was in there too. That was definitely Cheeks. And for my last one, really, I ain't even going front. I don't even know. Top 5.
See, I want to say something. Like you mentioned, Mr. Cheeks. What I want to say about that is.
Yeah, what made you say it?
I'm gonna say because what I want to say is.
Have you ever listened to Cheeks? Have you really listened to him?
I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
First of all, before y'all even get the freestyle, before y'all get into even none of that, on some real shit. Now listen. You remember when Lil Wayne? Remember that year when Lil Wayne was on Everybody Remix? When he had a verse for everybody.
It was on freestyle.
Cheeks had one of those years.
Yeah, right. See, now I remember that too.
You remember
what
that?
I'm saying? Yeah, well, because that's my age group and that's my, I don't want to
and everyone was fire. On top of that, that was at the same time they were promoting the fire album of the year.
Here's what I want to say about it. That's exactly my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Somebody like Mr. Cheeks, somebody like Dragon, somebody like, Fred the Godson. Those people to me always, anytime you put them on something, they gonna kill it, regardless. But as far as success stories are like numbers, like let me say something for my age group. You put on the Lost Boys anything. I don't care what song it is. The whole party in my age group is going to get up and it's going to get crazy.
They'll be going
That's
crazy.
Why, right. But what I'm saying is, for these young people, they listen to Lil Baby, who I think is okay. Like I ain't gonna but all the littles and all these little yachty this and that, they all start getting on my nerves after a while. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But as far as their success is concerned, but like talking about notoriety in a sense, like somebody like Like I'll use Jay-Z as an example. Okay, so Jay-Z has done a lot of whole albums. He did a few features. Like he wasn't very much featured on, doing a track on people's stuff. Like if he didn't own it, he didn't do it. You know what I mean?
And that's respect.
So but my point is that's what I'm saying by being underrated in a sense. Like Mr. Cheeks is somebody who's definitely underrated.
But
because
he's the reason is Mr. Cheeks is kind of like he's underrated without a doubt.
Definitely.
But in that category where like even like the Dragon and like the Fred the Godson, he's in a different pinnacle of rap from them because
they don't rap the same.
They don't have nothing to do with the styles. It don't have nothing to do with the styles. When you say Mr. Cheeks, Mr. Cheeks has hits on hits on hits on hits on hits.
Right.
He's just overlooked for what he does not recognize for his accolades.
Yeah.
You feel me? The world don't acknowledge him for what he's done
Except
for
for
the
the
game.
fact that if you say he's on the show, Mr. Cheeks is going to get sold out.
You feel me?
Time.
Or if you play Renee, the whole world knows from Asia to America, they know the word for word.
Exactly.
So when you say that, like he's just his accolades is overlooked.
Right.
You feel me? But as the artist, that's why I even say Method Man. You feel me?
Right.
Like, Method Man is not making tracks that's on the radio every day, but Method stamped himself not only from his group, but as a solo artist.
I think
he was
Meth versus now.
It's better than what people are.
Right. What's the song? He just put a song out. I don't know who it was with. I think it was with some other Wu-Tang members as well, though. But he just put something out. Bars is still hitting. Still holding it down.
I think that if you got it, you got it.
Right.
Man, still them too.
Come on.
Right.
I just think if you got it, you got it.
That's it.
And I think that some people are good and some people are great. Now here's the thing about people who spit bars. Just because I can spit bars does not mean I know how to make a record. Now see, that's where the problem comes in. Like, so I could spit all day and go on and on about chairs and socks and shoes and bring it all together. Can I really make a song that's gonna make you wanna?
That's what it's about.
And I think that's the biggest.
That's when you start separating people, though.
That's how people start. Yeah, that's how you start. That's where it starts to separate, right? Like so, but I'm just saying. I'm
good question. Good question.
It's more the music than
yeah.
bars.
Yeah, just spin bars. Yeah. Okay, so what's the goal? I mean, at the end of the day, let's be honest, like you know your father's legendary. Well, sorry, my age group is I'm a fan, and I want to say probably top 5, definitely in the top 5 hype men of all time. Because I use this example with Busta Rhymes. I said Busta Rhymes is dope, right? He goes real fast, you can spit. But what makes you hype? Spliff Star saying it. You be like, oh shit, like he's hype because his man is hype, and that gets you hype. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm the kind of person, like if I go to a show, I go to a concert, I want you to you better put on because I paid $100. I know these ticket prices is too much. So okay, you better put on a show for me, and I want to sing every song too. So when you see when you got somebody like a hype man, I think that's important. Picking the right,
especially when they in sync, when y'all really in sync with each other, and
right.
Because
usually your hype man knows your song better than you.
But it's even with it's even deeper than just when your movements and all that. When you do a certain move and your hype man know you about to hit that move, and he hit that move with you.
All right, come on. Like
that's
right.
She adds to the whole show.
Right. And I think it makes it easier for you as an artist. Like, because sometimes I want to say when you're an artist and you're performing, I think it's very easy to lose track of the words. Like, come on. You spend all day, you're trying to lie, right? And then you got to get up there, and then you have to perform for the people. And you know how New Yorkers are. This the face first. You better come out here and say something. Your father is who? You already know. They come with the stamp. Let me see how you really going. So they're expecting you to, because we're cynical. New Yorkers are like, so now he want to be a rapper too. That's why, like looking at the little show, growing up hip hop, I feel bad for a lot of them. I mean, not too bad because they all millionaires, but I mean, sometimes it's not about the money. They all millionaires, but want to be their own entity.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, do you find it hard?
Honestly, like I started off my own entity. You feel me? Before people knew who I really was, I was doing my own thing.
Right.
And now,
but I know as soon as you say it, they be like,
even before I say it, like some, people. I was in Walmart one time somebody walk by me like, yo, you look like Freaky Ty. And I'm like, what you said? Like, oh, no, nothing.
Right, because they don't want to be disrespectful. Like,
Right.
maybe he don't know. I don't know.
I'm in a bullpen. The cops like, yo, that's Freaky Ty. Nah, that's not Freaky Ty. He dead.
Right. That's crazy.
Like, damn, that's wild. But
So
like I
that's,
said,
I
long story
want to
short,
say,
it's-
is it good or bad?
it's good. I take it with a grain of salt at the end of the day, you know, because I'm still doing my own thing. I'm still moving, so
Right.
it don't really that really don't. That just adds to who I am as a person, you know. It doesn't add to who I am as an artist, who I am as you feel me, my work ethics, things that I'm doing, and my moves. Like I said, my pops took it from me at a young age. I was like 8 years old. My pops did, so I ain't really get no real.
You didn't get the guidance of the industry
or what's going on.
Right, because to be honest, we all had the Lost Boys album before it came out. Because, you know, because we used to be up in Stinking Lincoln. Oh, sorry, that's Lincoln Park.
Right.
Stinking Lincoln, right. Yeah, Stinking Lincoln, please. Many times we in there jamming in the park and like, oh, shit, we gotta go. We got to run. But that's how we used to, yeah. Right.
Park jam.
Yeah, stop it. But it used to be amazing.
Facts. But now I'm doing my own thing. Like I said, I got my own movement. I got my own label, New York City Music Group.
What's it stand for? What that mean?
New York City, Queens, quality.
Right.
You feel me? Quality over quantity. You know, we putting out good music.
Okay.
I got
What's the goal?
The goal is like I said, I'm already setting up. I'm already hitting my goals.
Okay.
Everything is legit. QIC is LLC, trademark.
Yes, that's important.
I said we got Artie Man, Low, the first 2 artists on the label.
Okay.
I'm the CEO of my own shit. You feel me? My man, my right hand man, president, grinding with me, and we, you know, we hitting goals. We definitely hitting goals right now. And we grinding. We doing everything independently ourselves. No handouts.
That's important. That's
You know,
important.
everything you see from us is all us. Shout out my boy Q. He do all our behind the scenes shit. All the
Shout out Q, man.
media you see.
Anything you see with Q York City, just know that the 3 names you just said, Q, him, and myself, that's with us.
Okay, so what happens if Rock Nation comes along and say, "Hey, what's good? Like we want y'all under our wing." What you say?
It's good. Let's partner up.
As long as they talking, right?
Let's talk, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people get caught up in the name. Okay, because Rock Nation got like a gazillion artists right now.
Listen.
So I mean, like, are you going to get the same?
You gotta understand. At the end of the day, we gonna have the same work ethic whether we with Rock Nation, whether we with anybody.
Right.
If anybody
right.
come to us, I think anybody gonna respect our grind. Like I said, you just said we just came off the train promoting ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I want to say that's important.
That's important. That's real for that, but we really getting dirty for hours, you know.
Right.
We
well, it's yours. Let me tell you, ain't nobody gonna grind for yours harder than you.
So with
that's why you
that
got to
being
listen to
said,
the first song off of his EP.
with that being said, I think anybody that link up with us and want to do some business with us on some partnership, they gonna be satisfied because we self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things we get done ourselves. You feel me? Yeah, there's a lot of things we get done ourselves right now.
Okay.
We've been across country. We've been overseas. You know, we building our own fan base. We doing all this from the mud, all this out the basement in my crib. So
nice.
We gonna take you from the basement to the mansion. That's just the grind. So that's really the goal, and eventually we're gonna take the same thing to all the trials and error that we're going through now, and we just ironing out all the kinks. So everybody that come after us, because it ain't gonna stop with just us two.
Right.
There's a bunch of other young talent out there.
Okay, let me ask you.
You know, we're gonna set the platform for them.
You guys are grinding and doing your thing. You don't think that the artists coming underneath you need to do a little grind too?
Of course.
I mean, but we working on what we doing. We getting it.
We laying the blue. We laying the blueprint down on our. We creating our own blueprint so that everybody that come behind, we already have a machine. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you got to put in grind. You got to do a lot, but there's a lot of things that as an artist independently. Mm-hmm. We doing so much, and we trying to figure out so much that we overlook a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that we miss trying to get to a bunch of other shit.
Right.
You feel me? So when you got a team of people around you that's making sure that everything is being looked over from the little details, and that's what makes an artist these days. It's the little details. Everybody thinking because artists look big. Artists only look that big because it's somebody handling little details, from putting them on playlists on all these platforms, from making sure their promotion is right. And that's all small details, and that stuff that's tedious work. And we do all the tedious work ourselves.
Right.
You know, so when you got an artist that don't know that, and we putting them up on game like, nah, you need to do this.
Right, because you know, the more you know how to do, the less you got to pay somebody else to do.
Hello.
That's number one. Because at the end of the day, I feel like, especially when you first start out, you putting out a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then for you guys who want to start your own label, you putting out double the money.
Right.
It's all yours. But what I'm saying is, I think a lot of times artists don't understand that. You just think because you rapper, you supposed to make millions like everybody. No, it don't work like that.
That's the thing, though. That's why a lot of artists, you see a lot of artists struggling.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of artists complaining about getting out of these situations.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they so caught up in an illusion of being a rapper, and not too many of them want to be a businessman. That's
It's not even about being a rapper. I don't think. I think it's more about they caught up in the illusion of just being signed.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna take. I gotta. You know what I'm saying? They onto it. So I think
all this money.
But that's what they think, and that's the illusion of a rapper. You think, oh, you're gonna get on. I just signed the deal. Soon as you sign that paperwork and put it out there that I signed the X. Your family hear you up thinking that you something that you not.
Yeah.
Friends thinking you something that you not.
And you might have a little piece of change right now, but you got to pay that back because they want their money.
And just as fast as it's coming, but a lot of people like you never see some of these kids and some of these people ain't never seen that much money in their life.
Right.
You feel me? So they start believing that there's something that they not and start missing the little details. It's okay to get that money up front, but if you take that money and flip that money in the fast enough time to give them their money back and do what you got to do.
Right. Because
you just bought yourself out of your contract. Right. And now when it's time to renegotiate, you playing with your own money now.
Mm-hmm. That's important.
That's what Master P and them, that's how they got on. Oh, all right, I'm going to take this. I'm going to give you your money back with interest faster than you can even blink. Because we already making money. We already know how we're going to flip this money.
Right.
So when artists is getting their money and they going to buy chains, houses, and all this,
his business prowess is definitely underrated, as well as Young Money Cash Money.
I don't even think it's underrated.
I don't care what they.
I'm not even gonna say underrated though, because people know Master. People know Pete. He know what he did.
He's the first person showing.
They just ain't talk. They ain't gonna talk on him like, we gotta respect type shit.
It's amazing. Be honest, like from where they came from, like we complain about New York City. I could be honest with you, like I talk real bad about the Bronx. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about
Bronx. What you doing?
I'm so bad about the Bronx, but it ain't nothing like Louisiana. Like those.
That's what I'm saying.
Those areas where we be feeling like, some parts of
we got a different type of slums in New York,
right? We don't got like they like.
I just spent some time in the South. Slums in the South is really a little bit different.
They making $200 a month. Like
it's real.
What?
But rent be $75.
But you see, you take that New York attitude, you go down there like, you know what
I'm saying?
Like about They just showed a mansion in Jersey for $175,000. It looked like regular. They said the same money in Houston. 175, you got like acres of land. And she's like, we're here in New York. This is the money capital of the world. Why we don't have that? Because it's the money making capital, right?
Making capital. It ain't the money keeping capital.
Right, because that's the problem. But people who get successful here don't stay here. Right? Like if you live here, you grind, you do your thing, you get your money. Let me go to Jersey where my money can stretch. Let me go to Atlanta.
But it makes sense. That's what makes sense.
Right.
That's when.
But do you think that's why New York is so hard? Like, you think it's hard? Like, I tell people, they never lie when they say you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Because this is New York City. And a tourist told me one day, she said, why
really
y'all so mean?
That, though.
What?
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Like, I get it.
You know why? Because you're born here. You're born here. Like, think about it, right? I'll give you a prime example. How many people have kids and chicks be like, I'm gonna go to the shelter, I'm gonna go get me a place. It's a struggle. They get their own place. They do it. You can't do stuff like that in other states. Like they gonna be like, nah, because your rent is $75. If you can't get $75 up, but the hustle here is that we come New York. This what you do every quarter. Listen, I'm gonna go work in the store over here. I'm gonna go on Jamaica Avenue. I'm gonna go up on 3rd Avenue. You gonna find somewhere to work in the store.
You made that out.
You can't do that. Everybody works in Walmart every place. That's why they have houses in Walmart.
Yo, New Yorkers, y'all so fast.
Yep. The tourist told me one day, shit, why y'all so mean? I said, she said, New Yorkers are rude. I said, no, New Yorkers are not rude. I said, New Yorkers are busy. I said,
we minding our business. We not even.
I said, we were right by the World Trade Center. I said, you came to see this fabulous building that they put up there. I'm trying to get to work up the block on Day Street. I was like, you got your little $50 million camera taking pictures. I'm trying to get by. I just got off that late ass train. I don't got time to get my breakfast. My boss is going to be. I said, and you want to be taking pictures? I'm like, excuse me. Now move.
Right.
I said, I wasn't trying to be mean, but I got my rent is $1,300 and I'm making like $10.50 an hour. No, I'm not mean. I need you to move. She said,
oh yeah, you right.
no, I never. I said, you're right, because you're visiting.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like,
psyche.
girl, I don't get to work, I'm gonna be fired. You know what I'm saying?
They move, man. They move different out there. Like
Right, when you visit.
when they come,
And
visit,
even
you
if
go
New York
anywhere. As soon as you leave New York, it's
slow
like
down, right?
everything slows down.
Everybody want to say hi,
And they be thinking that it's fast.
And you
Like,
bro,
nah,
this shit slow as
This
fuck.
shit slow as hell.
Like,
Hey,
what you
everybody
mean?
say
Like, we
hi.
closed
Like,
at
what?
1:30.
You know,
Listen,
liquor store closed at 9.
7.
Club closed at 2.
Oh,
like,
She goes at 2. They kick you at 1:30.
Yo,
right, because they got their doors out.
in New York, I'm just getting to the club at
Right,
1
I just got there once. Because
My bottles ain't gonna get you until about 2 o'clock.
Right,
Come on.
because in the bottles, because you know they gotta
Well,
wait
you
because the
beat the
bottles gotta
parking
come
lot at
through
one
the
time.
lights.
They
Go
were
home.
all
the
sparkles
shows.
and all
Right.
that. These my bottles,
Right.
sparkles, man.
Give me mine.
Right. So, I mean, do you feel like, so if an artist said to you, hey, Freaky Khan, I want to be on your label, what they got to do?
What they gotta do?
Are you ready for other artists right now? Or,
Right
I mean,
now?
like,
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Right now, you're just focusing on what we got right now. You feel me?
because you don't want to.
It's level, like they say, it's definitely levels to it. You feel me? So the foundation is being set, and working on myself. Like I said, Lowe's following right up after me, and once we set the tone and we get all the kinks out, like, and you feel me, we start generating what we need to generate, because I don't want to just have artists on my label and I'm promising them things that I'm not. You feel me?
Right.
I'm a stand up dude. So.
Yeah, I can't teach you how to make money if I don't have no money.
Right.
Like, you can't.
And not saying that we not making money, but
You know.
the money that we making right now is building.
Yeah.
We in the building.
You gotta take care of
feel me?
something.
We in the building stage right now. You feel me? You can definitely build with us if you loyal enough to be around us and stay down and grind with us and pick off of what we're doing right now, because. We opening up doors and opportunities everywhere. Our game is open. It's like the people that we running into and we meeting that's jumping on that they just doing it for me. Shit they're doing for me is falling down to my team. You know, it's helping my team. I was making my team better. The relationships that we building as a movement is what's making us strong. And a lot more people is respecting us more for our grind and for the things that we actually willing to put in. Because we tell them, oh, we are artists. And then we doing this and that, and they see us running around the city, putting in footwork and doing all this. And then they see us online. They like, yo, who's doing this for y'all? And we like, yo, it's just us. They like, oh, nah, we can respect y'all.
The thing that they respect you for is also the thing that they will hate you for. Please believe it. You know, like, because you had to. I mean, okay, so here's my question. What's the best part to you of the business? What's the best part of this whole thing for you? Like, what's your favorite part?
My favorite part of it is just waking up knowing that we got something to do every day.
Yeah, because that's important.
Man,
'Cause
I
I just said to somebody, I don't know how people stay home all day.
And days is very productive. It's starting to become more consistent, like to the point where it's like really every week for sure is something going. But now the days are starting to be back to back during the week or something.
Our whole days is getting more filled with
this
different
is
things.
what we working for. We working so we could be working.
Right. And I promise, then when you take that little small vacation that you're gonna take, you're gonna appreciate it like nobody's
I tell my girl
business.
every day, like, yo,
It's gonna be
Just wait.
My girl always tell me that. She's like, no, right now you ain't got no time to be breaking. Y'all on to it.
That's
You
right.
better stay up.
That's right.
And I don't get it. I'm like, damn, so I can't wait till I get 7 days to myself. I'm gonna eat
So
mad mangoes.
what's the feeling like when you get on stage? What you feel like when you get on stage?
I don't know. I transform. I just turn it to like, I don't know, like the lights start hitting me. I don't see nobody.
You don't see that.
I just get busy. I feel like I'm in my living room.
Especially when we're on that stage together, we just go for each other's vibes and all that. It just
Nah, it's
It's just a
definitely a
good
different feeling.
What about you?
Like I said, now the grind, like the stages is getting bigger.
Mhm.
I done performed in front of 7 people before.
Right.
Now I'm performing 700.
But I think the key though is if you perform in front of 7 and you perform in front of 10,000, it still should be the same.
That's
Because if you do that, I promise people will know.
They respect
They
that.
know and they respect it. Like,
that.
oh,
More from coming up
and then it make you want to listen to their music and it make you want to like, you know what I mean? Like I want to say when the artist is enjoying what they're doing when they're performing, that it makes you as a fan enjoy it as well. Like you're like, what they say?
And that's the same. I was just telling him, like, yo, it's crazy. We be in spots. Even with me being like, oh, I'm Freaky Ty son. Like I don't really walk around like, yo, you know who I am?
Yeah.
Right, because
I just walk around.
They don't know they're young. Like a lot of
I'm humble about it. So I walk around. I see DJs. Yo, this is what I'm doing. X, Y, Z. And for me, grinding so long, a lot of DJs know who I am.
Right.
Like, all right, that.
Yeah, but it's okay to have a pass every once in a while. Just be able to say, you know what I mean?
But from grinding, like for me, it'd be like, yo, we go in this spot. Yo, DJ, yo, I got a record. I'm out the bus. Mind, I could be performing in the spot in the same spot.
Right.
Soon as I get off the stage, yo, Kai, yo, let me get that.
But you see, that's a good look. You know, and I want
but
to
it's
say,
frustrating because I'm already telling you what it is.
Right.
You second down what I'm. You know what I mean?
I gotta tell you who I'm related to. Yeah. But at the end of the day, a pass is a pass. I don't care. That's just my opinion. I'm glad that you don't gotta use it like that. But sometimes it's not, and I was in college, my professor said, what you want to do? I said, I want to be the who to know. He said, what? I said, yeah, I'm only going to college just to get a degree so I can be the who to know. I said, because see, the who to know is not about me. It's about you. I want to be the person that gives you the opportunity. Now, here's my thing. That's my job, even here at Turn Up Radio. My job is to give you an opportunity. Here's the platform. Tell the people who you are. Now, I let you in the door. What you going to do with it? You see what I'm saying? So I want to be the who to know. There's somebody that might not get an opportunity. There's somebody that's not Freaky Ty's son, and you might not have, and maybe they don't have the same skill set or the same work ethic as you, but they are good. They just need something. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my job. Let me give you a platform. Now, what you do when you get in the door? The door down. Now, what you gonna do? You need to maximize your opportunity. So I feel like that's what we need to be doing. We need to maximize every opportunity. So I'm not saying you got to use it every once in a while, but every once in a while, for people, in order for them to respect what you're doing, sometimes you might have to say, let somebody. It might not even be you. Somebody else will be like, oh my God, you know who that is?
But that's more so how it is with me.
Right?
Like it's more so usually, I'm also just chilling and then I come in and I do my thing. Then once I'm done doing my thing, and they're like, who the hell is that? Oh, nah, I need to get next to him.
Right, because they saw you do your thing, and then the legacy behind it, which is amazing.
So
because the truth, we could really be honest with it. Like, for you, your father's been going a long time, and his legacy is still going on. And they didn't have 20 albums out. You know what I'm saying? It just means top quality work, especially for the time that they came out. Was like there was nobody getting record deals like that. Like if you got a record deal, it was like, because now look, everybody's starting labels. Everybody got a record company. Everybody, thinks that they could do it, and they can't. I'm being honest. It's a lot of who you listen to.
As far as like music wise?
Yeah, like when you're in the house and you just, I'm not doing nothing.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even really listen to rap. Yeah, I'm listening to
old
school.
I didn't say.
I'm listening. I'm putting on Before I Let Go.
Hey,
I'm putting on
because you want to dance, right? You want to move.
It's just that feel good music, like
feel good. What kind of music do you make?
My favorite.
Go ahead.
I
make all types of music. I'm very versatile.
The questions are rolling.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, like so. Do you feel like you have a particular group of people you want to hear your music?
Nah, I just want people to. I want the people that like my music to continue to just find the things that they like about my music. I don't think I don't make music for everybody. Like I'm not.
Yeah, because what's the song I heard?
This is the song
that you threesome.
That's me.
Low.
Oh, okay. Sidebar was like, what the fuck is this? And then I listened to it. I was like, it's kind of catchy. I mean, it ain't my thing, but hey.
But it's something for everybody.
Right. So what I'm saying is, can Nana play your song at the family reunion in the background?
Some records for them.
I'm just saying, because Nana got to be able to say, what You know, because those are the songs that. Okay, so if Katy Perry says, "I want to do a song with you, Freaky Guy," you going to do a song with Katy Perry?
Hell yeah, we gonna do it.
Why the hell?
Yeah, song.
Listen,
That's how versatile it gets, though. That's how
Let's
versatile
get
it gets. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I didn't even know you could do that.
Right.
Exactly.
Do you like shocking people? Are they surprised at how good you are?
That's the thing, cause like a lot of people,
Right? That's
like the thing about it is I've been rapping for so long. This is my first real body of work.
Okay.
That I put out my project I've been this way. It's my first real body of work in the years.
What is on?
Huh?
What is on?
Everything.
It's on everything. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play.
Now look,
I need you to
that
do
flyer
that.
right there.
Not
But,
right now.
Say you jump over.
Sit
Most
down.
lady about to
Yeah.
Long story short, though, this is my first full body of work. You feel me? So
Okay.
a lot of the times, like in the process of me putting out music, I was like still trying to figure this New York City movement out, and the music I've been putting out was like, all right, we just gotta keep them knowing that you're still making music.
What's your family think of your music?
My family actually like my like they know that I'm talented. They
Right.
you know, is like I think
Did your mother want you to be a rapper?
I don't know what my mom's wanted to be. I don't think I did anything my mom wanted me to do.
No, I'm only asking because I'm a parent, and if my kid comes to me and like,
Nah,
I
seriously.
want to be a rapper.
All the stuff that
Like,
I
you know
always,
what I mean? Like,
I think that's why I always got like in trouble because I always just like, oh, you want me to do that, but I really don't want to.
One thing about the rap thing, my mom's, she actually told me one day, like, yo, out of everything, like I used to play baseball and all that. I'm like, I don't want to play baseball no more. I used to do karate. I don't want to do karate no more.
Oh,
it was just like when I started rapping, she was like, yo, stick to this. Like, stick to it. Like, really stick to
like
it.
really stick to
Yeah, so
she felt
that's like it was something like my family just knew like they always knew I could rap, but I don't think they took it serious. Like
yeah, until you take it serious.
And even
You know what I mean?
even the
That's
fact
what
of
it
me
is.
taking it serious, it was like I think it's more shocking. Like it's more shocking that I'm taking it this far.
Right.
You know, it's like damn, you stuck through it. Like it's all right. You going to the studio? All right, yeah. You making your little songs,
Right? Yeah, little song, right?
when you start going to shows overseas and all that.
But
like,
that's the thing. Like I remember, I can never forget. Like I remember, I got into an argument with my grandma's one time. You know, and it's like damn, because it was at a point I'm still trying to figure things out myself.
Right.
And you know, you got family. They want to see you do better than what you're doing.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
it's never nothing wrong with that. You know, but I'm telling her, I'm like, damn, you want me to go? Like you harass me every day to go to work. You know, so I could come home, I can help out with the bills, which is stuff that I'm supposed to do. You know, but I could take my money and go spend $4 on a hat and slap my logo on it for another $10 and sell that hat for $25.
Right.
If I sell 4 of those, I made more than I made at my job today.
Right.
You feel me?
Okay.
But I don't see you on my back telling me to go make 20 hats. But you're telling me to go spend 20 hours to go work for somebody
Okay,
else.
so let me just say something as a parent.
No, hold on. Let me finish. You feel me? In the same token, because it's a part of the story. You feel me? In the same breath of us having a conversation, the mailman comes to the door. Ding dong, package. It's an envelope. What's in that envelope? My LLC.
Nice.
You feel me? Paperwork. Yo, you officially been approved. Government seals. And I'm just arguing with like letting them know like this is what I'm trying. Like I said, I always had a different mindset. Like nah, I know you want you. I understand what you want from me, but if you just pay attention to what I'm doing, you'll understand that I want more for us. It's not about me. It's bigger than me.
Right.
Like I tell my people all the time, I tell my moms and my grandmas, I tell all my relatives when I talk to them, I'm like, damn, think about it. I got a family, like they doing pretty good. Oh, y'all retired now, y'all living off y'all pension and all that. Y'all ain't got nothing, y'all ain't give us nothing. Like we ain't got like if y'all die today, we just left with y'all bills, you feel me? I'm like, all the money y'all say y'all work for, y'all none of y'all thought to get a business. Y'all want us to go work for other people when we got so much trades and so much hands-on experience in the family, but you want us to go put in all this work. Why can't I put in this work for you? So when you leave, I could be doing this. Then maybe I don't have to be a rapper. Maybe I don't have to try to find alternatives to trying to change the circumstances of our family. And what a lot of times it is like we stuck in generational curses. where we only broke and struggling because the people before us was broke and struggling.
Right.
You know,
you get addicted to struggle. I just saw that.
And that's a
People
big
get
fact.
addicted to
And that's a
struggle.
mindset that I realized at a young age, like, nah, I don't have to do this.
Let me tell you, I tell every single person that sits on the couch, everything is impossible until it's done. And the thing about it is, as parents, I can speak as a parent, you know, you want the best for your kids. Like if you could get ain't nothing like having a city job that has benefits and we thinking like, I want you to have some stability. Like, you know, rents are going up. You working for the city, you know, you're gonna be all right. But it does require everybody is not an entrepreneur. That's the truth.
Everybody isn't.
Everybody is not. You know why? Because sometimes people don't understand that. I just saw this thing where an arrow, in order for an arrow to shoot, you got to pull it back first. So you're going to go through something, but in order for it to propel, you have to pull it back. Right. So you're going to go through something first. But once, you know, the fallback is just a setup for the comeback. So I'm going to pull it back and then it's going to then propel. So of course people don't see that until after it's done. Then they'll go, I remember when you used to, you know, they'll remember those things.
But to rebuttal over what you said about, you know, everybody is an entrepreneur. You know, a lot of times, like, even like I say it's the parents' fault too. You never really know what a person want fully potential is because we so, like you say, so busy holding the person back.
But not thinking that you're holding them back.
But that goes back to the mindset. It's a curse. This is something that we just been stuck on. I watch my grandma's work 14 hours a day, 3 or 4 jobs, come home to take care of everybody. You know? So that's just a mindset. So then you gotta do that. This is something that you gotta do until we wake up and be like, nah, do something different. And we need the support system. You know, you gotta encourage them. When well, let me finish. I'm sorry. Like you ever ask a kid what they want to wear?
Right.
And they go get the most ridiculous shit. You might get the bunny shoes with the robe and then some jeans and the fucking princess crown. That's how they want to dress. And you like, nah, this is not how you doing. But that's them. Right. So once you start altering, when you start altering that, and you start doing shit like
to
that,
take away their individuality. Right.
So, and that's how I treat my kids.
Yeah, but sometimes I want to say, okay, because you know I'm gonna play mommy for 2 seconds because I'm a mom. The idea is my job as a parent is to protect you.
Right.
And as a parent, I don't want my kid hurt. I don't want to see my kid hurt. And if I could show my kid to not get hurt by, you know, because I've already gone through it, then that's what I want. Now, in the interim, does my kid grind like me? No, because my kid didn't have to. You understand what I'm saying? Because I did it. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like my daughter is 17. My daughter is an entrepreneur. She always been her whole life. She used to tie-dye shirts when she learned how to tie-dye. I tie-dye your shirt for $5. $5, you know, like, and now she makes lip gloss and she's making a little piece of change and I'm happy for her. She went and got she made little business cards with her, put her cell phone number on there. But you know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking like, so my sister was like, all right, Kay, I'm not going to buy you anything. I'm going to just give you money for stuff. So my sister like, okay, I put $100 in Amazon for you. You know, and so that's how, you know, like we nurtured. And me, I walk around with it. Look, my daughter got lip gloss. You need to get you one of those. Real good lip gloss. Because but again, she's 17. So, but I think at 35, I might be like, you ain't going to get a job and do your lip gloss. You see what I'm saying? I think as a parent, that's where I start to work.
But at 17,
but she might pop.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. At 17, her lip gloss line blow up.
Right.
You will never say that.
Right.
A job.
I wish my family believed in what I was doing. Like when I started doing this, my G, like it was a sneaky type of shit. It was like, oh shit. Like it was no like, yeah, I'm doing. It was like, what? Yo, they wanted me to be a mechanical engineer. My family's from Trinidad,
right?
So they wanted that type of shit, an accountant.
That's why I went to college to be an accountant.
I wanted to be, and it was so easy. I was like, yo, okay,
I never liked accounting other people's money, and I'm good at it.
I was born.
I went so I could get insight for myself. I went to college.
Like, I want to do this.
My degree is in
to make my people happy. Get it. That was the trick. That's how I tricked them. It was a trick. I went to college as a trick.
Oh, okay.
It fucked me up in the end, but it was a trick.
I need to go back. I want to go back. But now my kid is a senior in high school, about to go to college. So what am I going to do? Am I going to college? No. I got to make sure she goes first. That's what we do on the weekends, going college tours. So
there's certain shit like that though. You gotta.
I'm over it. I'm over it. But at the end of the day, that's my job.
A trick. A word. I got an acceptance letter. This is my exit. My mom's always said, "You're 18. You gotta get out my crib."
Do you? Okay, because that's funny you said that. We're talking about black parents and how we put our kids out.
I don't agree.
It's the truth. In a sense,
I don't feel like you're.
We put our kids out where I feel like sometimes with our white counterparts, they'll let Billy and Bob stay there till they, whatever. Or like even something as simple as, I'll use this as an example, and I'm actually doing some work right now with my older person in my area. I live in the P's, but I live in Manhattan. My daughter had a summer job. So it came time for me to do my annual thing. And they were like, oh, well, Kayla had a summer job. I said, my kid is like 16. She got a summer job. She's not paying no rent. Like, she's not contributing to the rent. Y'all taking, I pay a pretty penny for where I live. I say, I don't understand how as parents, I said, oh, so because I live here, I'm supposed to charge my 16-year-old rent money to contribute to pay you. Like, you're not taking all of my money in the first place. Like, it just makes no sense. So as black parents, do you feel like we put too much pressure on our kids as opposed to letting them develop into who they are?
That's a big fact. I think so.
I think so.
Because, like you said, it's like, but a lot plays into it. Like I said, it's that generational effect.
See, I don't charge my kid any rent money, but I do feel like you are working, you can help with something. Like, why do I have to buy milk, cheese, eggs, and juice, and you making
responsibility?
Like, you have to teach them something.
It's a difference between teaching them responsibility and then pushing the pressures on.
Right.
You feel me? Like you said, you got the counterparts where they let their kids stay in their house
till they figure it out. Right.
Till they figure it out, basically. And in the same token, like I said, in those same type of environments, you got the dad running the business. Oh, my kid need a job. Oh, you can't get a job. Hey, just come work with me until you figure it out.
Right.
And they be working in till they about 35.
Right. But we have to create those opportunities.
But we don't. We don't. We'd rather go work for his dad too.
Do you think we're getting better?
Yeah. Our generation is making it better.
Right.
I think, like you said, you got your 17-year-old daughter making lip gloss.
Right.
You got kids making a living off the internet. You got rappers coming up overnight, and only thing is just the more they need to just obtain more knowledge. The more they know, because the more they know, the more dangerous they are for what's going on right now.
Especially this melanin. I'm trying to tell you, people don't understand that as a people. And I'm not being funny. And don't get me wrong, I really do have good white friends. Because, I do have really good white friends. So I've been friends with since I was a kid because I didn't go to school in my neighborhood. But I do feel like there's nothing wrong with promoting unity in our community. It's nothing wrong with supporting black business.
Right.
I do find that sometimes with black business, I do find sometimes that they are ridiculous. Like my niece has a whole anatomy potion thing. My niece lives in Queens too. She has a whole line of care skin products and body products and all kinds of stuff. And it's amazing. And don't get me wrong, and it's great. Then I'll find because she is an entrepreneur, she'll know other entrepreneurs because like mine's always around. And I always told her, don't hang with the people that have what you have, hang with the people that have what you want. Because why? Those people can teach you how to get it. Right. But I do find that sometimes that people think that just because they're a black business, they expect you to pay more money than me going to get it in a white neighborhood. And that's where the problem is. And then you have those black people that think that I known you since you was a kid. You're gonna charge me full price. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like we have a really big problem. The mentality of sometimes the black community really drives me insane.
It's crazy, guys. I was just having a conversation with my lady about the same exact thing, support. And you know why it's so messed up though? You know why I think it's like that? It's the way it's being promoted. Like they don't promote us. They say, oh, we don't support each other in the black community. my perspective of it, I think we do support each other in the black community. It's just not being promoted that we support each other in the black community.
Or advertised.
Or
advertised that
being
we're
advertised.
doing
Like,
it.
listen,
okay, I see what's.
We live in New York City. Harlem is a predominantly black community. Like Harlem's been black since.
Right.
You feel me? However,
right, because I'm gonna say I lived in Harlem. I lived on 132nd, right between 5th and Madison. My neighborhood started to get gentrified as I was leaving, looking for an apartment over there. The lady said, on the block up from me, 2 bedrooms was $3,500. I said, what are the amenities? What does it come with? The lady said, oh, look at these hardwood floors.
What?
And the window ledges are looking nice. And I was like, how much?
That's New York.
So, but how much is it? And she's like,
they gotta show
oh,
you.
you feel this hardwood.
New York.
And this is brick. And I said, how much? The lady said, oh, this is only, she said, well, it's going for 35, but I think we'll go down to 32. I said, $100? I said, Lennox is right there. I said, this is 5th. I said, that's Madison. That's Lincoln Projects. What are you talking about? And the little white couple was like, honey, I think this is great. I said, this is what? Like, it's 3,200. I said, that's mortgage in Queens. I don't know about you. I can have something real nice for $3,200.
That's the thing, though. You feel me? Especially one being in New York City.
Right.
2, you gotta think about it. We ain't buying up those properties to do that.
Exactly.
We playing the game dumb. We playing the game dumb, bro. Right now, like I said, the generation we in now, the young kids know how to get the bag.
Absolutely.
They know how to get the bag.
Even if they stealing it from you.
Regardless of how they get it,
right?
They know how to get
they
know how to get the bag.
Mostly.
But it's still pieces and components that's missing, that's making it hard for our community as black people to strive and be better. Because you gotta think about it, like the black owners, even the black businesses that we do, your average mom and pop store that's black that you may support, it's not up to par. It's not. You're not walking in there and it's looking like 7-Eleven.
Right.
You know,
right. It looked
like it was down south in Mississippi in the 50s.
And because they can't get the same loans. You ever notice that when black people want to buy into a particular community, seem to change?
But you got to think. I look at it like this though, and say, black people, we are the most smartest people. We are the most strongest people. We are the most brilliant people in this world, on this face of this planet. With that being said, with the things that we do, God, if we work together and fix it up, I said, like you're talking gentrification. If we, in my neighborhood alone, I know, myself included, I know at least 10 people that are handy with their hands that can start a construction company.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So, like,
they're not thinking, let me get a business license, let me get an LLC, because you want
even one better. Even, you know, skip all of that. Skip what I'm talking about in our community. Because if we was working as a community, as a black community,
like we used
that wouldn't even matter. It would be, call up Johnny to come fix my pipes. Call up James, come put these windows in. Call up Earl, he gonna put the floors in. And we gonna do that. So if we had that mentality and we work together and start building up around.
Yeah, but people are so jealous, always thinking the next person will get more money than they get, and they gonna get. That's the problem.
It's a mentality thing. It's a man.
Okay, so how do we fix it? What do we do? Like what? Because so now that we've identified what the problem is, now what's the solution?
It's real micro. You gotta start micro before you go bigger. You know, and like I tell my mans all the time, like we may not be able to change the whole community right now, but if we walk a certain way and we do certain things, you feel me? And we spread the same way that we are. All right, now we want the people that we dealing with. This is how we moving, and they pick up on it and they start moving it, and they spread the information that they got that's positive, that's adding to the game instead of taking away. That's when you're gonna start seeing me. Like I could go to Cool Kid and be like, Cool Kid, this is what I'm doing on a positive note. What you doing on a positive note? You feel me? How can I help you take yours to the next level? How can you help me take mine to the next level? And then we go pick up the next person that's doing something to the next level. We don't all have to be doing the same thing to get to the next level.
Right.
Like another thing I was saying, like we so fixated, like, how are we gonna fix the black community? The black community. If you're talking a black community, that incorporates the black judges, that incorporates the black lawyers, the doctors, the police officers. That's a part of our community. If we don't
Right.
have some type of relationship and we're not building together on that,
Right.
we're never going. We're always going to have an opposition with ourselves because they always going to have somebody on their side that they could turn against us that look just like us.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Our whole problem is like, I'm not with like separation of colors. You feel me? Because I feel like us all the stuff that I'm saying, if we all as a human race work together like this, the world would be better. But one thing Malcolm X said, and my grandmother said, and other old people that had said this, I'm like, yo, what do y'all think was the biggest problem with the black community? And the number one thing they say is integration.
Right.
You feel me?
You know, that's not the first. Let me tell you, somebody else was having that very conversation.
When you think about it, it's really true because every other culture
is good.
They pay attention to their culture. It's not oh, you're black, you're white. This is how our culture move, and this is how we do it in our community. You know? And because we got Asians that struggle. We have, like you said, you got white friends. I got white friends. I got Chinese friends that been through worse stuff in this country than I've been through. Damn, y'all living like that?
Right. Like,
oh,
who's living like that? Right.
My head, you know. But
something is simple, and I know this sounds crazy because you know y'all are probably out of that generation of even roaches. It sounds silly, but think about it. Like I'm not being funny. My sister and I were talking about. She said, "Tanya, how was we living?" It's like my mother was a nurse. My mother worked at North Shore Manhasset. My mother was a nurse, so she made good money. She's like, Tanya, it wasn't until we got old enough and was like, "Now I'm gonna call the exterminator man, and he gonna come." And because that was my job. I'm gonna pay for the exterminator. You know what? I'm gonna call the people to come clean the carpet. Not because my mother didn't think like my mother was one of the. We always had food. We had clean sheets. We had a washer and a dryer because that's what my mother was. My mother always kept the lights on. Now the heat. She was cheap. You know, turn the heat down in the middle of the night. You got blankets. I don't know. I was abused. I'm not being funny. I was abused as a kid. But as you get older, there's some things like you just won't accept anymore. Like I'm not living in a house with roaches. I'm definitely not living with mice.
We're the only ones living
I'm
with
not
roaches.
living right, and we're not.
No,
You ever see Billy the Exterminator?
No,
Listen,
look. I
Billy
used to be meet Lolo the Exterminator. I used to be an exterminator.
Right.
And I done been in these houses and that's not us. And
right. Yeah, and it's like, ain't nobody living like this.
Hold on. Like, why is your
we
bed
one
in your
generation
kitchen?
out of roaches. It
why
sounds
is your
silly.
bed in your kitchen?
Right.
Like, bro, I kick.
Listen, it's crazy. But I want to say that I love to speak to people, especially young people, because y'all young people to me with some intelligence. It's good and inspiring to know that you're not just, one trick ponies. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm a rapper and that's all I do. Like, what? That's it? Or I hate when people say, I only listen to myself. That drives me insane. Tell me you listening to something else. Like, if you talking about your music, because right now I'm doing something on a project, I'm working on a project, so I'm listening to me, that's cool with me. But don't tell like I don't listen to nobody else. What are you talking about? Yes, you do. Because you have to know who's
going against yourself.
Who's your competition? Who else is trying to get the bag like you? Because you need to know. Because that's the problem with black folks. Y'all always underestimate your opponent. Now, just because somebody is my opponent doesn't mean we're enemies. Like you trying to get something, I'm trying to get something. Now we on the same lane. We trying to get there. It's not sometimes about who gets there fast. It's who gets there the best. You understand what I'm saying? Because you done ran it, and I'm slow strolling. Go on, run your happy ass on. I'm a slow stroll and walk up, and I ain't out of breath. Now I'm ready to go another round, and you got to take a break. So again, I do appreciate talking to you. Now we're gonna listen to some music.
Boss Lady. So guess what? Now y'all met Boss Lady.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm nice mostly.
That's right. Rob was good. Kyle Lowe, we in the building, right? Oh yeah, and we gonna play. I want to play. You sent me 2 joints, right?
Yeah.
Skull and Just Trying to Get It, right? Is what I have on deck right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those 2 joints right here. We're gonna squeeze those joints off pause. But I do want to say December 14th was good.
Right, because December
14th, right? So I feel like, like this was a year of great destroy and rebuild for us, as far as like what I wanted to do, you know what I mean? Like it's been so long since, I found a great team to have my back. Boss Lady T, my boy, T-shirt Lounge CD, and Mr. Sterling. All right.
Yes,
So what we gonna do on December 14th is that we doing a free concert up in the Bronx because I'm from the Bronx, you know, Alton Avenue, all that stuff, Skate Key. And that's how I pay for my for my high school prom. I used to DJ at Skate Key on Saturdays, man. A lot of people ain't know that. I do like the late session. I couldn't get into the joint. Like I was just young, but my hands were just on it, you know. I'm just like, I've been to so many clubs, man. It was like, yo, how old are you? He can't get it. It was like, yo, I was standing doing the Creative Records. I let him in, just go straight to the, you know what I mean? So what we gonna do on the 14th is we gonna do it's not even a showcase, a concert.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I just want to invite folks to come perform, do their thing, turn it up. It's free for everybody.
Right.
It's free. It's free.
Do your thing. And I just want to give them a sneak peek of what the 2020 vision is looking like. You know what I mean? Showcasing the new, not even the new, but what needs to be heard.
Right.
Yeah, we have what's called the starting lineup. Starting lineup for us were the people who started with us when we was at the other place.
I need y'all there.
And we were
supposed to be in Atlanta to the 13th, but we back in town. We're definitely gonna be in the Bronx with y'all.
Definitely should come. Come see some talent. Come see some talent. We'll get on the stage. I mean, just let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you're doing, because we gotta map the time out. But at the end of the day, the starting lineup were a lot of people who we felt like, they were young and grinding as well, and on their road to success, they stop off at Turn Up Radio. And so we want to give them a platform to do their thing, because sometimes that's the problem. They don't get a platform to shine. Everybody don't have a whole bunch of money to pay for showcases because it costs now. And so if we could, everything is not free at Turn Up Radio, but this particular thing is free because it's the holiday, it's the spirit of giving, and people got kids and families and stuff, but we want them to still be able to do their thing and be a part of it so they can see what's to come in 2020, because Turn Up Radio is definitely turning up for 2020. We got some big things. Yeah. So December 14th, that showcase starts at 7:30.
Doors open at 6, and then it's after party. We gonna go ahead.
Yeah,
we just gonna turn up. We gonna do something for us by us. That's how
we did till 4. We not there 1:30. 4.
So listen, man, we got these joints right here. I'm itching, I'm scratching. Boss lady, come on, boss lady, come on, boss lady. I know you're from Brooklyn and all that. So listen, the mic is open. We're gonna perform right here to this camera. We're gonna get it popping. Turn Up Radio. Huh? We're gonna hit this joint right here, man. Let's get it in. Turn Up Radio. T-shirt Lounge good.
Turn up.
Freaky.
What you call it? I'm in the game and watch me slide. Ain't come to lose it, we was born to win.
Alright, so that's me, man. I'm the DJ, man. We live. That means we live.
Oh, you a neck over there. You over there with it.
TK.
Freaky.
We ain't living what you call it. I'm in the game and watch me score. Ain't come to lose it, we was born to win. I'm in the game and watch me score again. I'm in the game and watch me score. And hit the streets and start the ball again. Ain't come to lose it, we came to win. Ain't come to lose it, we came here to win. On the point, I feel like Curry. Take my shot, they worry. Splash on them. Whole lot of cash on them. Drip, drip, you see the swag. Still got my motherfucking bag. Kill City, get a committee, yo, we run shit. Niggas front, got some niggas on some dumb shit. Fun shit, got money in the fun shit. Couple hooligans, they got guns. Better run them down, better run. For the funds, we gon' run it up, never ball. Pay for pussy bitches, love the fuck, for the love. In the club, and we do that. When we in the spot, bitches be like, who that? I'm just trying to get to the bag, though. Speeding in my own land, let the jag go. I'm just trying to get to the bag, though. Bitches love freaky, but Kai is an asshole, yeah. Yeah, what you call it. I'm in the game and watch me slaughter. Ain't come to lose it, we was born to win. I'm in the game and watch me score again. I'm in the game and watch me score. We hit the streets and start the ball again. Ain't come to lose it, we can't win. Ain't come come to lose, yeah, you came here to win.
Wait, let me talk my shit. I've been doing this, so this ain't nothing new, you dig? Been taking them trips, been making them flips. I was chasing the cash, you was chasing your dick. When it come to low shit, just different. Telling her you love her, and I got a dick licking. Steady texting me and stressing me. Heard about my whereabouts, never mind all that. Bitch, I'm on the paper route. Word. The Project Demons is heathens, they showing crabs and you. I'm steady clutching out in public, that's just paranoia. Ask the fiend what he want and serve around the corner. A nigga love me and I find out that his ass a gonna acupuncture. Pack of thunder, that'll take you under. Always rubber, never roaring. I ain't easy lover, you won't meet another unless you clone a nigga. She met me, now the bitch wanna disown a nigga. Super.
And we ain't let that what you call it. I'm in the game and watch me score again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we was born to win. I'm in the game and watch me score again. I'm in the game and watch me score again. We hit the streets and start the ball again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we came to win. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we came here to win.
Cool Kid, turn up radio. With the
Boss lady in the cut.
Yes, sir.
I like that. That's flames. That's flames. That's flames.
That's studio Turn Up Radio, man.
Definitely.
That's
I want to
flames.
say, anytime you see an artist enjoying what they do, when
That's
you enjoy
flames.
your song,
Right.
you make me enjoy your song.
Definitely.
That's flames. So listen, so we got one more joint. We got one more joint. What's this joint right here?
It's called Just Trying to Get It. This is the first track of my EP. I've been this way.
Listen closely.
You know, this is the bars. This is for the people that like the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, lyrics still do matter. Always
Yes.
do matter.
All right, so let's get to it.
Let's go.
Money is the motive, young nigga. Go out there, get your paper. Cause nobody gon' get it just how you get it. That's real shit.
Been this way.
Been this way, my nigga. Really happy. And she gon' change though. Sometimes I feel I'm racing against the time of myself, but I'm steady pacing. A lot of time with myself, so I study patience. I play my lane like Phelps, cause I see the greatness. Niggas hate in the maze, the niggas hate, they don't know. Fuck these bitches, they love us, but they don't know us. These club promoters ain't paying, then I ain't gone. I'm in the stew cooking up, preparing to go, and the chicken fall off the bone, licking thumbing through couple old niggas. Talking how new niggas should salute the old niggas. And old niggas should just show us more how it go, nigga. I mean, show us the ropes. Let them know that you roll with us. I probably hate this shit as much as you. I love my chicks with class, but I love the strippers too. My little tipper, if I tip her, she gon' make it move. Slight temper, so be careful before you flick a fuse. Kaboom! I seen some shit that never made the news. And if you seen it from my view, you fuck around and lose. So I smoke on this Buddha like a fucking boots. Third eye open, 40 for the fucking Judas. Hoping I don't fucking lose it. Concentrating on the music. Follow the blueprint, now the dollars coming in no blue. We get money now, homie, you can keep your twos. And I'm being humble on the real, you could probably use. Word. I lost a lot of niggas on the curb. Had to switch the pitch on and hit them with the curve. Some niggas jump ship, shit, man, we almost there. But the ones that stayed down seen the vision clear. Create a class of our own, a new division, yeah. Divide ones with the bros, talking like millionaires. Champagne, less toast on us getting it. I need my niggas here. Ty was here, I was here. Damn, I wish Wise was here. Hear the Brody Wise now. Screaming out the sunroof, I mean the top down. Counting all little hundreds, screaming we hot now. I mean we hot now. We got a lockdown. Nigga, why stop now? The ball rolling, mission to the top now. They counting on us, just make sure they don't count out. Let the top down. To the riches we driven, we tryna get this paper. Haters say they see us, they see we living. Money is the motive, young nigga, go out there get your paper. Cause nobody gon' get it just how you get it. On the road to riches we driven, we tryna get this paper. Haters say that they see us, they see we living. Money is the motive, young nigga, go out there get your paper. Cause nobody gon' get it just
that's how you get it.
Whole platform.
You already know.
Cool Kid.
Cool
Turn
Kid.
up.
Turn up radio. We in the building.
Boss Lady T. We here, man.
Yo, that's stupid.
Yeah. Listen,
That
man.
shit for real.
Shaking them up.
Nice,
Woo!
nice, nice.
Yo,
Uh-oh, you getting applause from the
You getting
applause?
Hey, listen,
hey yo, Mr. Sterling,
listen.
you feel the vibes?
Yeah. I don't really like everybody. That's not true.
Yo, Boss
I
Lady
say
don't
that all
like
the time.
nothing.
I don't like everybody. I don't. No, I'm being honest. Like, you know, and I'm older, and I don't listen to it to sound like my music. You know, I don't. But I listen for a sound. There's a sound I'm listening for. You know, and then sometimes I'll be like, okay, it was cute. But you know, and there's some stuff I have to listen to again and again. But that's how I listen to music. Like I listen to, you know, I have to hear it loud first in my ear. Then I have to hear it soft in my head. Then I got to play it in my house while I'm mopping the floor. You know what I mean? Like if I could, like, oh wait, you know, if I pause with the broom, I'm like, okay, wait, let me go run that back. Then I walk back.
Do a song called "Pause with the Broom."
Let me pause that back.
Pause
Oh,
with the broom. Like,
Hold
hold
on.
on.
With the broom.
Okay, wait, let me go back.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something, right? In Boss Lady, I be having so many ill song concepts, but I just don't let them.
So I gotta keep hearing about it. But he ain't a rapper, so whatever. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, boy, that's my best friend. I can say that. Like,
Whatever. Nigga, she has to say that. That's a good way.
Yeah, don't get him on her. All right, so anyway, so I want to say yes. Elizabeth Urban said that was a good story, good bars, good vibe. This one is a winner. Hey, girl.
Hey.
And
Lizzie's back in the bed. What up, Liz?
Oh, that's Ron Beasley.
Oh, Ron Duke.
So
Sup, bud?
right here. Here go the camera.
Yeah.
Liz, right.
What's up?
So, right, because you already. Anyway, so where can they find you guys? Tell the people where to find you.
Yo, y'all can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, everything Freaky Con. FREAKY KAH. You know, Google me right now. The project out on all streaming platforms. I've been this way. Let's get them numbers up. Let's keep it going.
Right. You can find me, my name on Instagram, L0WW_, Apple Music, Spotify, LOWW.
Two W's.
Two W's. Catch me on Freaky Project. You know what I mean? I'm on a couple of joints out there. And I ain't a flat out star yet. So I'm gonna fuck over for you fans. Yeah, man.
Yeah. But make sure y'all tune into the website too, www.QICMG for the whole movement.
So listen, we're gonna play this joint again, man. We're gonna take some pictures, we're gonna chop it up, we're gonna take a break, we're gonna party for a bit. It is Turn Up Radio. Mr. Sterling's in the building. I am Cool Kid. Oh yeah. Look, guess what? I wasn't on shave right now. Yeah. But hey, man, it's a great time here. We in the building. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is what 2020 sounds like from now, right now.
Yes,
right
sir.
now. We in the building, huh?
When we ain't living what you call it. I'm in the game, you watch me score again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we was born to win. I'm in the game, you watch me score again. I'm in the game, you watch me score again. We hit the streets and start the ball again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we came to win. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we came here to win. Run the point, I feel like Curry. Take my shot, they worry. Splash on them, whole lot of cash on them. Trip, you see the swag. Still got my motherfucking bag. New York City, get a committee, yo, we run shit. Niggas front, got some niggas on some dumb shit. Don't front shit, got money in the fun shit. Couple hooligans, they got guns. Better run them down, better run. For the funds, we gon' run it up, never ball. Pay for pussy, bitches love to fuck for the love. In the club, and we do that. When we in the spot, bitches be like, who that? I'm just trying to get to the bag, though. Speeding in my own land, let the jag go. I'm just trying to get to the bag, though. Bitches love freaky, but high as an asshole, yeah. Yeah, what you call it. I'm I'm in the game, you watch me score again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we was born to win. I'm in the game, you watch me score again. I'm in the game, you watch me score again. Hit the streets and start the ball again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we came to win. Ain't come to lose, yeah, you came here to win.
Wait, let me talk my shit. I've been doing this, so this ain't nothing new, you dig? Been taking them trips, been making them flips. I was chasing the cash, you was chasing your dick. When it come to low shit, just different. Telling her you love her, and I got a dick licking. Steady texting me and stressing me. Word about my whereabouts, never mind all that. Bitch, I'm on the paper route. Word, the Project Demons is heathens, they showing crabs and for you. I'm steady clutching out in public, that's just paranoia. Ask the fiend what he want, and serve around the corner. A nigga love me, and I find out that his ass a gonna acupuncture. Pack of thunder, that'll take you under. Always rubber, never roaring. I ain't easy lover, you won't meet another unless you clone a nigga. She met me, now the bitch wanna disown a nigga. Super.
And we ain't living what you call it. I'm in the game, you watch me score again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we was born to win. I'm in the game, you watch me score again. I'm in the game, you watch me score again. Hit the streets and start the ball again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we came to win. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we came here to win. Money is the most, young nigga, go out there and get your paper. Cause nobody gon' get it just how you get it. That's real shit. Business with me, nigga. Really that. Ain't she gon' change though. Sometimes I feel I'm racing against the time of myself, but I'm steady pacing. A lot of time with myself, so I study patience. I play my lane like Phelps, cause I see the greatness. Niggas hate in the maze, the niggas hate, they don't know. Fuck these bitches, they love us, but they don't know it. These club promoters ain't paying, then I ain't gone. In the stew cooking up, paying the gun. The chicken fall off the bone, licking thumbing through couple old niggas. Talking how new niggas salute the old niggas. And old niggas should just show us more how it go, nigga. I mean, show us the ropes. Let them know that you roll with us. I probably hate this shit as much as you. I love my chicks with class, but I love the strippers too. My little tipper, if I tip her, she gon' make it move. Slight temper, so be careful before you flick a fuse. Kaboom. I seen some shit that never made the news. And if you seen it from my view, you fuck around and lose. So I smoke on this Buddha like a fucking booze. Third eye open, 40 for the fucking Judas. Hoping I don't fucking lose and concentrating on the muse. Follow the blueprint, now the dollars coming in no blue. We get money now, homie, you can keep your tooth. And I'm being humble on the real, you could probably use. Word, I lost some niggas on the curb. Had to switch the pitch on and hit them with the curve. Some niggas jump ship, shit, man, we almost there. But the ones that stayed down seen the vision clear. Create a class of our own, a new division, yeah. Divide ones with the bros, talking like millionaires. Champagne, less toast on us getting it. I need my niggas here. Ty was here, I was here, damn, I wish Wise was here. Hear the Brody Wise now, screaming out the sunroof, I mean the top down. Counting all little hundred, screaming we hot now. I mean we hot now, we got a lockdown. Nigga, why stop now? The ball rolling, mission to the top now. They counting on us, just make sure they don't count out. Let the top down. Oh, to the riches we driven, we tryna get this paper. Haters say they see us, they see we living. Money is the motive, young nigga, go out there get your paper. Cause nobody gon' get it just how you get it. On the road to riches we driven, we tryna get this paper. Haters say that they see us, they see we living. Money is the motive, young nigga, go out there get your paper. Cause nobody gon' get it just how you get it.
Static Selector.
Yeah. You never know who's really on your side until the crash
my pain, niggas.
You never know who's really down for you till you're staring down barrel.
Fresh out. I know y'all missing a pill. Put a dance on my lap. Put the ice in my drink. I copped a new 44 and a new ice pick. For these cats that think I changed, man, I'm still deranged. I spent years handcuffed and chained. Now instead of cuffs, it's bust down bracelets and diamond chains. I'm the new Isaac Hayes. I know I told parole I'd behave, but they opened up the lion's cage and buying big whips. Cause we was whipped as slaves. And you ain't seen this kind of trip since Prince on stage.
Play the part from my team, I run the court. Play the part from my team, I run the court. I'm in my zone, yeah.
TK.
And we're living what you call it. I'm in the game and watch me score again.
Play the part from my team, I run the court. Play the part from my team, I run the court. I'ma get it. I'm in my zone, yeah.
TK.
And we're living what you call it. I'm in the game and watch me score again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we was born to win. I'm in the game and watch me score again. I'm in the game and watch me score again. We hit the streets and start to ball again. Ain't come to lose, yeah, we came to win. Ain't come to
What song?
Ask him how we set the format.
How you send the song?
You got it on your phone? What's going on, brother?
Hey.
What you doing?
We got.
So
we still
yeah,
live.
you got it. We
And the
still
mic's
live.
still
So I
live.
need you not to be. So let's hear what's the song. Let's hear what's the song about.
It's called, I got two songs. One Big Bag. And the other
Oh,
one, I
before
know.
we get to
You know what? They not leaving yet.
The
I
other,
just want to
the
say
other song is a love song. It's called I Know.
a love song. Why? Why you making love songs? Who you making love
That's
songs
for the ladies.
For the ladies, do it for the ladies.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. All right, that's not him. But
what were you doing?
Okay, I was just saying. I'm just having a
Boss lady.
conversation with the brother. So, Rod, you from the Bronx?
Yep.
Been rapping. You said how long now?
Probably like what, 3 years now? 2 years?
Do you like it?
Yeah, of course. That's
You
what
see
I'm
yourself doing this? Like doing it?
Of course.
Like you wouldn't be a star? No, I'm just kidding. Like you want to be I say star being funny, you know what I mean? But like, where you see yourself?
See myself.
Like opening for somebody, you want to be a headliner, like, you know what I mean? Okay, cool.
See
You like
myself
performing?
making it.
You want to perform?
I performed what, twice already?
Okay, how'd you like that? Was
It
different?
was the first time. It was new for me, but they was moving though. The
Okay.
crowd was moving, so
Right.
I said I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, what about the second time?
Second time, it was moving.
It was moving. Okay. What you felt like when you was getting ready to get on that stage? Like,
The first time,
yeah.
I was scared.
You scared? I mean, I think that's good. I think it's a good thing to be a little bit not
Shit.
yeah, you should be like, because you know when you get too cocky,
I
it's
just
like
didn't know how. Yeah, I'm not a cocky person, but I just didn't know how they was gonna accept my music. But
okay.
when I see them started moving, I'm like, all right,
Good,
keep
good,
doing how I
good.
like it.
You sound the same when you on stage, like you got a mic in your hand. You sound
Nah,
like
I
this.
sound totally that. People say this don't even sound like me. I sound
When you
totally
when you
different.
see the crowd, so that's something. So when you got up on stage and you saw like the crowd out there, like did you see them when you were performing? Like, can you see the crowd when you was up there, or was it like did you? Well, no, because what I'm saying is like there's some people that imagine folks naked. You know what I mean? Just to
get it out.
to
I mean,
get there.
they was right there. We was like, the stage where we was performing at, it was small. It was real small, so they was right there. They was in front of us.
Okay.
It was like real small stage. So
Okay. All right. If you could do a song with anybody, who would it be?
right now,
Right now.
I probably would say Chris Brown.
You would say Breezy.
Yeah.
I mean, because first of all, he's an all-out performer.
He could do everything.
Let's just be honest. Like he's really,
He's
really
been,
a
he's
really
been,
good
he's been high since he
performer.
was a kid. Since he was 16.
Since he was a little kid, right? Run it.
Yep.
Hey, I'm a Breezy fan. So when you go in the studio, like what's your mindset when you going in there to record?
to get the job done, to come up with a song or to come up with whatever we went in there to go do.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Did somebody teach you how to make a song?
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so what happened?
No, I'm lying. My friend that I got the song with, he showed me kind of like the ropes, what to do, like. So, you know, I'm still learning.
Okay. I got your song in my email. No, because clearly.
So that's a whole other conversation we're gonna talk about.
So
right?
Here's what I want to say, and this is for anybody sending music to Turn Up Radio. You have to send your music to Turn Up Radio NYC1@gmail.com. You have to label your music. You have to, if your real name is Cleophas Brown, and I know you as DJ such and such, you can't send your music to me.
Yeah, you
in
know my man
Cleophas
DJ such
Brown.
and such gonna take that personally, right?
Well, I didn't know that's somebody's
That's his
real
name.
Well,
DJ such and
but
such.
That's his DJ name. Don't send me music in Cleophas Brown and think I'm gonna know that's you. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta say, this is, DJ such and such. Or Mr. whatever his name is. So clearly, since your music is not in my email, we don't have it. So
we
don't
get it.
Just because it's 8:52 and we wrapping up. So why don't you just spit some? That's your job.
You gonna put me on the spot?
Because this your job. This your job. Like, think about it. If you are the maintenance man and I say somebody spilled water, you wasn't intending to come in here, but there's the mop, you gonna get it up, right? Your job, if this your job, you could just spit something from the song. I don't care. We don't know what the song is, but we gonna play your song. I promise we'll shout you out.
I said somebody's gonna meet Boss Lady tonight, and somebody met Boss Lady
Welcome
tonight.
to my world, baby. That's right. So this your job. Do it. Then you can just spit like the first, how many bars in the first? Yeah. You can say something. Let the people hear you. Stand up. Act like you're ready to perform.
You can't get it. You can't play it. No how.
No. Let me hear you do your job. You could do it. Let me tell you something about Turn Up Radio, and I'm not being funny. Turn Up Radio is the learning curve. Everybody is not. Chris Brown. To be honest with you. So I don't care if you do good, if you do bad. It's great because you did it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And don't worry, because after every performance, the job is to get better. That goes for anybody. Everybody who sits on the couch is dope. Okay, great. But you can just keep getting better and better. So in 10, 15 years, when you the star that you say you're gonna be, don't worry, we're gonna go back to my video. I'm like, I remember when you didn't even want to perform on the couch. Believe me. Oh yeah, I'm throwing it all up in your face. So you're gonna be like, oh damn, I shouldn't have been a punk and just did it. I said that out loud. That oozed out of my face.
Get up, dude.
So why don't you just spit the first? Just say something. You don't got to listen to me. I'm not being funny.
But wait,
you could just.
Did I say again? Somebody just met Boss Lady tonight.
Because this is who I am. This is how I feel about it. I tell them all the time. It was an artist who came and said,
"I knew somebody
they don't freestyle."
You
know what? Now here's what I mean by freestyle. You don't necessarily have to talk about his sweater, his matching shoes. What I'm saying is something I don't know, and I don't want to hear something that your mans know too. Because if they singing the hook off of it, it's not a freestyle. Because you already said that 15 times someplace else before. So what I'm saying. So with that being said, then just say this is the song, and I'm just spit the first.
You gotta hear my music.
I'm gonna hear your music eventually. I'm gonna hear it because you listening to my. So what you're telling me is you're a little bit nervous about doing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta hear it.
All right, that's okay.
Well, I can tell you here, it's good music. You gotta hear
okay, well, when you send it to my email, that's turnupradio.nyc1@gmail.com. Oh no, you're not getting that. You're not getting that today. You can forget it. We get ready to say goodbye to our guests. Everybody, come out. Let's take a group photo. Bye bye. Let's go. I don't play. You wanna learn?
I know you're tired of working it. I know you're stressed. I know it's been hard. Even though.
Shout out to my man Lord Tariq on the check. Lord Tariq, what's good, B? Uptown Boogie Down, what's good, Tariq? Let's get it, my brother.
That's right.
Love is love.
I know you're tired of working that job. I know you're stressed. I know it's been hard. Even though they don't appreciate wherever you go, girl, you're a star.
Shine, baby. Shine, baby.
That's who you are.
You star, baby.
Whoa.
Star, baby. On the red carpet was I meeting concrete. How about the coupe, no jacket? I got heated seats. Opposite attracts with me in them sheets. Plus a good girl, love it from the streets. Boss life, let me show you what I'm into. Before I get the panties, let me set you mental. Shopping sprees, now that never been an issue. Plus you love all the attention while I'm with you. I know you try to hear some things that they might say, but you the star, so won't you shine in a bright way. I know I'm always on the road at a fast pace, but I'm just trying to make it right for you, baby.
I know you're tired of working that job. I know you're stressed, I know you go hard. Even though they don't appreciate you. Wherever you go, girl, you're a star. Star, baby. Hey, star, baby. That's who you are. Star, baby. Whoa, whoa.
Star, baby. Let's go. Whatever it is, mom, straightforward. No, we talking English, but the car foreign. Gave you the number, baby. Hey, stop, baby.
Listen. This is Turn Up Radio. I just want to say happy holidays. Everybody's back there. Come on now, man. Where we at back there? We got Q, we got Low, we got T-Shirt Lounge, Boss Lady T, we got Rocky. Now, I mean, we all here, man. Mm-hmm. You know what? Happy holidays, man. 2020 Vision is going to be so crazy. Q, York City and all that. December 14th is going to be crazy. The big turn up, right? Turn Up Radio holiday party. And then that night, the after party and all that. But I just want to say, you know, we appreciate the love, the blessings. Y'all be safe. Y'all be great out there, man. Just remember, Turn Up Radio. Hey, yo, Mr. Sterling! Wagwan, sir! Boom! Now we can sign off, man. Love y'all. Turn Up Radio. We in the building.
I've been this way out now.
You understand? You shush, baby. Mr. Sterling. See? There you go! Hey. Mr. Sterling in the building. Hey. That's right. All right. Mr. Sterling.
That's Mr. Sterling.
You gonna face the camera this way, right? Mr. Sterling, this way. Happy holidays from the #1 boss, Taylor, designer. This is Mr. Sterling in the world. Turn Up Radio, man. We out. Hey, yeah, man.